we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth as always. The Hawkeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. So the USC Trojans offense will have the football first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in down the sideline. There he goes down the right side. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Quick spin on the line. He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it and still on his feet. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And how about the defense setting the tone in this game? First drive, first mistake made for the offense. Nice job forcing the INT. And how about this? They had 3 last week. They're looking to get 3 again this week.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 15, and that gives him some more room to work. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He lets one fly deep. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And how about the rough starts for these offenses? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He snuffed out behind the line again, went right back to the well and got the same bad result. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Hawkeye. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Rushes on him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Pressure coming. Gets down at the last possible. Into a... The Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finds his big tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. Under fire. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And this defense continues to bring the heat. First sack of the day, setting the tone in the first quarter. They had 5 last week, ladies and gentlemen. So this defense has been affecting the quarterback and making him feel so uncomfortable.
And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Boots, his first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Trojans want to move quickly. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They go to the draw. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Here comes the offense back onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Wide open downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Right back to him on the ground. Powers through the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And what a start for this guy. That's now his 2nd interception in the 1st quarter of this game. He has been an absolute ball hawk in this thing early, and the quarterback would do well to stop throwing his way the remainder of this game.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Pulls it, fired, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Kennedy. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. To throw, it's Robbins. Quick strike complete. Breaks into the open. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Oh, they're after him. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Offense facing.
They'll move the wide receiver. Tries to get it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. The short hands, it's awesome. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback on the keeper. Sweet cut there. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll give it on the counter. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Bring in the heat. Caught behind the line. It's Kennedy. And that one looks great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. It is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Utah delivered a masterpiece performance today and gave notice to the rest of college football. This is a team that can win anywhere, any way against just about any opponent. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Finds a man on the left. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. He'll try to pop the draw. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. Spins away from the defense. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. First down for this offense. Rides the back and leaves it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And here comes the offense on second down. They feed him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Off the boot, looking for his man. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Robbins. Here's the pressure. He's got the tight end. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Line getting set on second down. They'll give it to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry up. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Trojans send out the punt unit. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Working on the right. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. Handoff from the gun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Back to the ground with the running back. There he goes. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Hawkeyes have this offense rolling. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Got his man all by himself. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He'll take a shot. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. So the pass interference in the end zone will give them a free 15. Remember the difference in this rule and the pros. Ball is not placed at the 1-yard line in this situation. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the... Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Iowa!
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-3. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a second and long. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Sends it back in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the running back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Shotgun snap on third down. Here comes the heat. Fires downfield. That's caught. It's Burden. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And it's been a struggle throwing the ball so far. Both secondaries are doing a great job neutralizing the explosive playmakers by shutting down passing windows. They've disrupted the timing and rhythm of these QBs, and unless something changes, we're looking at a low-scoring affair in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the LA Coliseum.
The Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. They'll go back to work on offense. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this...
Turning it on! They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. He breaks a tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Got the quick pass. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Here comes the field goal unit. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Mountain West this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Old Dominion delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the Sun Belt. Trust me when I say the party is on in Norfolk. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Mountain West is right now, and man, what a difference.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The run from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Makes the quick grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Trojans in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The give to the back. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. He's looking to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Got his man to the left. And they'll knock him down. When you've already set your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab. He's brought down to the 49. That is well short of the first down. The Trojans will punt it away on fourth down. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
This offense has it with really good field position. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time he's got it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. From the gun, the ground game. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Running back searching for a hole. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Runs through a tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burden. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now on 2nd down. They'll try the outside to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. They'll go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Tennessee managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. And they'll be singing from the top of Rocky Top after this one, no matter the final score. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Plucks it out of the air. He gets up to the 15-yard line as they're working their way away from their own end zone. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quickly complete. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Now on the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. And the Hawkeyes in a good spot here with second and short. He'll keep it himself. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Rushes on him. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Looking down the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He turns that loose down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, USC! How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has the ball back on offense. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Iowa! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. The Trojans are in the hurry-up. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Browning. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Fires left. He's got an open man. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Caught over the middle. It's Burden. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They'll ride the hot hand. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Snagged in the middle. It's Burden.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets enough for the first down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. They get the W, and with that being win number